She emerged to waist-high debris. The school's roof had been peeled away. Walls were sheathed off. A Dodge SUV was planted on her assistant's desk, and another car lay upside down in the hallway between two classrooms. Still, she held out hope that everyone was okay. But as she did a mental health count of those who weren't making it out of the collapsed building known as the second and third grade building, she realized by nightfall it was clear she had lost 7 students. Now that's one teacher's account of what had occurred in the aftermath of the May 20th, 2013 EF5 tornado that struck Moore, Oklahoma. An EF5 tornado is as high as you can get on the Fujita scale. Really, it means it's registering off the scale. The tornado struck ground at approximately 3 p.m. when students are still at school and parents are still at work. It stayed on the ground for almost 40 minutes, cut a 17-mile path, and had peak winds estimated at over 210 miles per hour. The tornado was 1.3 miles wide at its peak. Meteorologists estimate that the force released from the storm could be 100 times greater than that of the bomb dropped at Hiroshima. 24 people were killed and 377 people were injured. 1,150 homes were destroyed. Entire subdivisions were obliterated. Witnesses said that the tornado resembled a giant black wall of destruction. Among the areas hardest hit were 2 public schools, Briarwood Elementary and Plaza Towers Elementary, both without any type of safe room. There are 1,812 public schools in Oklahoma and over 166,000 students. My 10-year-old daughter happens to be one of those students. Plaza Towers had no safe room where students could escape the wrath of the tornado, but sadly, this is how it is in almost every school in Oklahoma and most schools that are in Tornado Alley. Oklahoma does not require storm shelters in schools. And few schools have built safe rooms on their own because costs can range anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million. FEMA funds are available for private homes to build safe rooms after destruction, but there are no funds available for public schools. They get their funding from private sector donations, from individual donations, and from federal grants. The state of Oklahoma does not provide any funding for this. Every school in Oklahoma should be equipped to protect our children against severe weather. Parents of the children killed at Plaza Towers has started an organization called Shelter Our Schools. You can find their website at www.shelterourschools.org, and it's also known as SOS. The goal is to raise enough money in Oklahoma to build underground shelters or safe rooms in every school in the state. Our children are not going to die in vain, said Stacy McCabe, whose 8-year-old son Nicholas was killed. I will not let that happen, and I will not let this happen again to another parent. A recent bill was actually proposed in the Oklahoma legislature to help fund these type of safe rooms. They were going to use continued tax funding that was no longer needed. And our legislature actually adopted to no longer take that tax versus use that funding to help supplement these safe rooms for our schools. I want to see an Oklahoma where we place the value of our children higher than that of cutting taxes for political gain. Organizations like Shelter Oklahoma Schools need your help. These are concerned parents fighting for all of our children. Please visit their website. Again, that's www.shelteroklahomaschools.org, and make a donation, buy a fundraising item, or just learn more. There's also several petitions available on change.org about this very issue that you can sign from anywhere in the country. I've attached the websites for both of these items, along with the attached PowerPoint and before and after pictures of Briarwood Elementary and Plaza Towers Elementary. After looking at these pictures, please ask yourself, do you want a safe place for your children while they're at school? I know I do for mine. No one should have to pull their child out of rubble.